everybody. My name is Tony Marino. I'm involved with UFOs. I've been for 49 years. Right now, I decided to share with you what's going on from my perspective and point of view. Since 1996, when the internet went live, I joined up with this woman who was on the website since '95 when it was black and white, and we got in a conversation and everything, and she invited me over to this website that she created called UFO Alert.com. And so in '96 when it went live, I went over there and I started filtering out UFO information. And this is the first website that went global on UFOs. After I had been there since 1996 to 2010. After these years had passed by, I must have accumulated over 10,000 people from all over the world, maybe more, sharing their UFO information, data, videos, pictures, and asking me for my opinion. And because of the nature of my objective here, I wasn't able to get into individual conversations with them from all over the world, to explain to them that I do believe in UFOs. I mean, I do believe you, what you're telling me, and all these things. So I didn't have time to get into conversations with them. But what I explained to them there that was I was here to filter out information on the origin of UFOs and where they came from and why they're here. And so she was doing advertisement on the website and making money off of me. So I decided that I questioned her about it, her making money off of me and not telling me. Well, all of a sudden she stole all my over 200 stories and 43 photographs, and she blocked me off the website. And then she went around to UFO conventions. Her name is Barbara Dietrich. To these UFO conventions, talking to everybody as if she knew more about UFOs than they did. And this was getting back to me. So I kind of like, okay, well, good thing I didn't tell her what was going on here. There was so much to talk about. But today, I could see the results of what I had done. And what I had done was created all these UFO shows, all these UFO groups, all these UFO conventions and stuff like this. And next thing I know, I've got people out there that claim to be authorities on UFOs. And obviously, they just popped up out of nowhere, and yet, they're the authorities on UFOs and they know all about everything. I mean, I invited the History Channel, the Sci-Fi Channel, the Discovery Channel, the Science Channel. I pretty much invited everybody to this website in '96 to join me as I share all this information. Today, man, I mean, people are making millions off it, for UFOs. I mean, it's amazing, and not one of them know what's going on. Not only that, but they're telling stories about everyone else's involvement in some shape, way, or form about UFOs, whether either in the military or civilian or whatever, scientific, you name it. That's all they're doing is talking about UFOs do exist. UFOs are spotted on this planet. UFOs are here and all this stuff. But nobody has ever gotten into the subject of who they are, why they're here, what do they want of humans, how long they've been here, and what is the link between humans and them. And that's why I come in. You see, I've been involved with UFOs since I was 12 years old. And that was in 1993, way before computer ever came into mankind's mind. But anyway, my parents were military, and as children growing up, we hung out on a military base. And there was a swimming pool, and next door was the bowling alley, the movie theater, the rec center, the PX, and it was a cafeteria at the swimming pool and everything. So this is where the dependents of the children hung out, because my parents, both of them, they were aircraft mechanics. My mother was the first woman in the history of the United States of the military to ever have become a crew chief aircraft mechanic for the military. Then there was another woman that joined her too. So there were two crew chief aircraft mechanics out of McClellan Air Force Base, growing up in Sacramento. My mother worked inside the hangar, and my father worked on the flight line. She worked on the F-111s and F-15s as a mechanic, and my father worked on the big engine planes right there on the flight line, right in front of the hangar. And so one day I remember, and I still remember to this day because this has always stuck with me, this is how I got involved. I can tell you how I got involved. I had come out of the swimming pool because there was so much chlorine in there that my eyes were burning. And they had picnic tables underneath an awning outside the cafeteria where military personnel and people would have lunch and get food there. And one day I had gotten out of the pool, and there were two officers down at the end of the bench there on the picnic table, and I sat on the end, and I was scraping my eyes, and they were burning and everything. And one of the military officers said, "Son, here, you need some water?" I said, "Yeah, please." So they gave me some water to rinse out my eyes and everything, and I was able to take a look at what the file that they had that they were looking at, and it was top secret. It said top secret on it, and so as a child, I was so inquisitive. I had to know what it was, So I rinsed my eyes off and everything. And I said, "Fellas, what you got there?" And they said, "Son, who do you belong to?" I said, "Well, my father and mother is, my father's name is Frank, and my mother's name is Jean. And my mother's an aircraft mechanic inside the hangar right there. You can see it. And my father's a mechanic right on the flight line right there on the big chain, engine planes. And their name is, my last name is Marino." And they kind of looked at me, and they continued quietly to pretend like they were, involved in this file there. And I slowly scooted over, about halfway down the bench, because I wanted to see what they were involved in. Finally, the general passes over the file, and inside it is UFOs and Bigfoot. UFOs and Bigfoot. And I said, "Oh, I got to get involved with this. Oh, yeah, I want to be a part of this." And, they briefly told me, "Well, don't worry about it, son. We'll provide you with all the information that you need to know as you grow up." Oh, wow, huh. So that was the end of that thing there. And ever since then, to this very day, all this information has been brought to me to evaluate and give me my opinion on what I thought about this, and that. Okay, so now I have all these UFO groups out here making movies, talking about UFOs, and talking about ancient history, and talking about the fact that UFOs existed here, and all this stuff going on, and sure, fine, great. But I have yet to hear anybody get in depth as to the origin of them, why they're here, and what do they want with humans. Join me on my next video that I post, and we will start to get into these things. Bye now. Happy holidays to you, and I promise I will get back and finish this video, okay? Bye-bye now.